I've been sick and tired of this old damn hospital, 'cause they're giving me chemo both day and night. And even with the damn strong, I just don't feel right. Well, they put my blood down to the bone for 6 days and nights to kill that NC in me. And then they let me recover and start over again. Start over again. I take a lot of showers to keep myself clean, 'cause this one little bug can be so mean. And then they give me platelets and blood when my count's so low, low, low. I live the stream is gonna save me, and nobody seems to know. I get these poor moments, so I just want to run from this reality. And then sometimes I just walk up and down the stairs, and I can hardly eat the food they're giving me here. Well, now you know my story and what's wrong with me. I got AML for my belly, and see I'm a losing my mind, chemo brain. Can't remember where I've been. It's today, tomorrow, oh, yesterday. Yesterday, yesterday.
Hi, I'm laying here getting chemo. It's coming from that bag there, not this big one. This is kind of sodium. And it's going into my arm right through here. Try to keep this straight out of everything. Yeah, you got a couple lines. One's the sodium, one's the chemo. There's a line that goes in through there, all the way down almost to my heart, and lets it go close to my heart. So powerful that when it just go push, push, push. It's burning my white cells out. I got bad white cells, cancerous white cells. So I got to burn out my bone marrow, try to get rid of them, and hopefully stop it, and they'll come back as being cancer cells. That's the idea. Yeah. That's what do you have to do when you're doing this? You don't have much. You can get up and walk around, pack this around, pull this around with you. Then you get chemo brain, which right now I'm not really totally here. I'm kind of a little spacey. It's like you're smoking a lot of pot or something. You kind of forget things, forget what you're doing. But I do this. Oh, so it'll keep me active. Try to keep my brain. I try to learn Hebrew. Been at it for a few years. And so if I was going to start this video out with speaking Hebrew, I would say Shmi Harry Yeshli Shatan Dum, which means my name's Harry. I have leukemia. Sartan stands for crab, which you know is cancer in the zodiac, and dum is blood. So why do I learn Hebrew? Yes, because I believe in the Bible. Yes, especially when most people do when they're going to die. must have become a lot more religious. But I was religious before I got this. But I believe the prophecies in here talk about World War III. So I've been building this underground shelter for the last 15 years, fallout shelter, so I could survive. Maybe I could survive. There's no guarantees. But now I have to survive this before I can survive the bomb, which I think is going to happen very soon. I mean, look at the Russians. Look what's going on. Hey, read the prophecies in here. It's hard to say it isn't going to happen. So what can I say? Trust in God. Believe in the words of God. Are these the words of God? No. Probably not necessarily the words of God. It was close to the language that was given to his people back a few thousand years ago out there in the Sinai. What else can I say? Except, I'll give you some more details on this video. I'm going to show you more of my shelter. It's a crazy life. So I'm going to say V.A.hospital, which means see you in Hebrew basically. Now, go ahead and listen and look at the rest of this video. And hopefully it will be somewhat entertaining, and maybe you will prepare for the war that's coming, one way or another, physically and spiritually. V.A.hospital. Okay, here we are with the chemo stuff. Here's the bag of it. Goes down through this tube, down into the infuser, in which the lines all come up and come together, comes up, fall on into my arm, which they call a pick. And this thing is kind of like a stent or something. I don't know what you would put it is, but it goes through my blood vein, right almost to my heart. That's where it releases the fluid, so I can go flush it in there really fast. And of course, there's this other line that comes up, and that goes to this bag of sodium they mix it with the. And it's so you got maybe 1 part to 4 parts sodium of chemo. Well, if you look at the numbers, there's 21, and here's 100. That's how much is flowing, and that's how much is flowing. So it is a little more than 4 parts. So that's be about right. And of course, A, B, C, O, say, can you see? So that's the life of a chemo addict. Well, now I'm getting platelets. Well, I'm getting platelets now because I'm down there where I'll just bleed to death if I get a cut. Doesn't take much. Just a little scratch and you can't, well, you don't stop bleeding, you need those platelets. So this is part of the whole series of trying to beat this stuff that just kill everything. Blood, bone marrow, what can I say? Okay, another segment of the series. So we got 1 lentil chili beef, steamed rice, on each ZZ, biscuit, margarine, thyme, mozzarella. I guess that's what that is. Whole milk. coffee. Open it up. And what is it? Ah, this is what I'm going to eat. I don't know. When you eat chemo, right during doing it, you can't eat this stuff. I know last time when I started. And you got your milk and pears. I can eat those. Those are natural. So, and if you really want something good to eat, something better to eat, anyway, you go downstairs. Take an elevator.
I've been sick and tired of this old damn hospital. 'Cause they're giving me chemo both day and night. I live with a damn strong. I just don't feel right. Well, they put my blood down to the bone for 6 days and nights to kill that insidious me. And then they let me recover and start over.
Food, good food. Hot Pockets, one of the first things I had after chemo. I could eat again. Couldn't eat the hospital food, so I got a Hot Pocket. But today, after my running, here. Well, today is 12/21/2014. Ran last night 10 miles. See if anything went up. And of course it did. Day before, my ANC was 20 on the day I ran. So today, after running, my ANC went up to 50. But my HCT, which is my red blood cells, went down to 24.7. Time for more blood. What's it saying on here? Looks like I'm, type A. Yes, comes on down, goes on into me. Kind of up my arm. Kind of in my arm here, as you can see. So that's the whole update for today. Let's see what it's like tomorrow. My count, because I don't run today, it should go down. We'll find out. Because I don't run today, it should go down. We'll find out. So this is how all this came about with this little GoPro. Okay, I have here urine. You have to keep track of urine, your intake and outtake. So I do it myself. And the nurses here don't need to do all this all the time. Now I'm going to show you something, and I'll set it down over here. The first thing I did, because you can hardly see the numbers on the side, is do this. Got a black felt pen, and you can kind of see the numbers, but they're 100 units. They go by 100, so I can do that. And of course, when I'm done, I just come over here and stick it back over here. Stick it back over here, and there is my chart. I got it by the day, Hebrew and in English. And today is Saturday. And that was approximately, what was it? I don't remember. I think it was 400. Chemo brain too. You gotta do this real quick, otherwise you forget. So I'll write it down. And this is close enough time because this is unit. So it was about, and there you go. And then they just come in, look at the door, and they don't have to ask me anything. Just there if I'm awake or not. Now, this is going to be my last run of the year. I hope. This is my 23rd. Tomorrow's going to be New Year's Eve. So I get all these things on. Get myself all ready. Layer after layer. Got at least 6 maybe. These are from every day. I get a new pair. Hang them up, dry out the sweat, get a new pair. Just kind of keep getting them. Old man river, he keeps on rolling. Ooh, yeah, old man river, he keeps on rolling. Ah, and what is this? The last one of these. Cool. And I forgot one thing. I don't know what I did with my... I'm looking for it. Gotta be here somewhere. Here it is. Works pretty good. Get a good sweat. So I'm going to try to get out of here and get my ANC up to 500 so I can get out of here. It's 100 and, I think it's 135 cube brain. Does strange things to see on the floor. Well, tonight is December 24th, Christmas Eve, 2014, and I need a 500 ANC to get released. And this morning, my stats for them was 280. So I'm gonna run like crazy and get it to 500. I'll see you at home. Well, I believe I got enough running in tonight. A couple hours, didn't keep real track. I know it's 3 or 4 miles. I ran hard. You see by my face, I want to sweat. Sweat, 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 sweat. Yeah. Okay. Going home tomorrow.
I get it for a couple moments, so I just want to run from this reality. And then sometimes I just walk up and down the stairs, and I can hardly eat the food they're giving me. Well, now you know my story and what's wrong with me. I got an ml for my bad ANC. I'm a losing my mind, chemo brain. Can't remember where I've been. It's today, tomorrow, oh, yesterday.